Hey Insiders, we've got a very special guest joining us here today who's recently gone through our flagship course, LMA. He's graduated more than once, but he's here to share his story with each and every single one of you, his honest experience from start to finish and everything else in between. And I guess just to kick us off there, man, would you just mind telling us your name and where you're currently based in the world right now?
Absolutely. So my name is Giordano, or AKA Gio, as the community knows me by. I am currently situated in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. Around the world, that's it's this LMA course is spread far and wide. So we're loving it out here.
There we go. Well, Gio, lovely to connect with you again this morning. Thanks so much for showing up, giving us your time. And I guess just diving into the context of what we're speaking about here today, what would you say was one of the biggest challenges that you were facing in your life prior to coming across LMA?
The biggest challenge for me was absolutely getting myself back out there and finding a community of like-minded and kindred spirits. That was the original reason why I joined LMA in the first place. Even though I knew I had some deeper work to do, that's what really hooked me. I knew that the support group that I can get, even though I didn't really, how good it was going to get until I was really involved in everything. That was the main reason, and then as soon as I started doing the challenges and getting more involved into the course, I really recognized like the deeper issues that I really wanted to work on, or I needed to work on. So everything just really, really unfurled and came together at that point. So
Nice.
yeah.
And you said there about you were wanting to get yourself back out there. How was these challenges affecting your day-to-day life? How were these challenges showing up for you on a day-to-day occurrence?
It's become a part of my lifestyle now, to be honest. Like I struggled with doing it before because I was just stuck in like a cocoon mode, right? Like I'm a chronic reorganizer, so I had to like get back to myself, kind of build my lifestyle, like a good comfort zone. But once you enter that comfort zone, there is that issue of like getting out of the comfort zone, and I really needed the push from a community who shows like unconditional love and wants to help and bring each other up. So LMA, it's just been, probably the best experience of my life, and it has been a daily thing now. I wake up every day and want to either join in the Facebook community and offer insight and just see what other people are up to, or do a live stream, which I've been trying to do pretty much every day. And it's just, there's always dips there. It's life's a wave, and especially the community. It's not always like gung ho 24/7, but
sure.
it is really such a spirited community. So, bar none, it's amazing, and it's really helping me come out of my shell. Like it really has. No, there's been nothing that's helped me more than this community, straight up.
Love it. Love to hear it, man. Thanks for sharing. And did you have any concerns that may have prevented you from joining the LMA program at the start? And if so, how did you put those concerns to one side and step forward and say, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the commitment to be here?
Yeah, of course. There is definitely that initial fear or skepticism, especially, when you want to, or when you don't know what you're looking for and somebody offers, a way out, and there's the pitch, right? There's always a pitch, like it's a business. It's not just the community. There's way more to it. So I definitely was skeptical, but after watching the YouTube video with Tim, which that's what hooked me. You got offered the free masterclass, which is always cool because then you get to see a little bit more of the inner workings of what it's about. And yeah, and then I think it was the like money back guarantee, right? That's obviously solid, because you can go through it and see if it's right for you, and if you don't end up enjoying it, or if you just don't think it's the right time, you can back out. Like, there's no pressure at all, right? But literally, it was, I think, like within the first week, I was hooked right away. I couldn't believe it, because like the knowledge that I needed to hear, and I was I was a newbie. I had no idea, still no idea. I think I did maybe my first Heart Fluencer challenge, and I gave myself the checkpoint. I was going to be like, if this isn't for me, like I could totally spend my money on other things that I could use in my life. But I just knew that that I needed to take this leap and take this step. So yeah, from then on, it was beautiful. I didn't have any questions.
Beautiful. Gio, what made the LMA course a good fit specifically for you?
For me, it was the structure of it, really. Like, I was going through a lot of chaotic times in my life prior, so I was already kind of on this, like I said, this reorganizing, recalibrating life that I wanted to do. So LMA was that foundational work, the foundational tool that I really needed to kind of lay out the next steps for me, the next chapters, right? I couldn't have done it by myself. Like I could have looked up a bunch of YouTube videos. I could have sought another personal coach, but LMA found me. So I didn't really have to put in the work to go search for it. It found me, and that right there was all I really needed to know, right? So then, diving deep, and obviously when you're going through the course, there's certain things, there's certain things that you've heard before. So but you don't want to base it just on that. These are fundamentals that you need to hear. Once you get deeper into it, you realize you're like, wow, like this is it. This is such an amazing tool for growth and connection. So from then on, now I'm just like structuring my whole life around it. Like, I have my whole studio here, and LMA is like literally always popped up on the screen so I can like follow along and tackle it off day by day. And yeah, man, it's truly amazing.
Awesome. Love it. And what would you say specifically has been the biggest benefit that you've experienced from the program for yourself? Like, I know you shared with us that you were looking to be seen again and be discovered, but what would you say was one of the biggest shifts or life shifts that have happened for you since going through the LMA program that has now changed?
Yeah, I could say so many things regarding like technical stuff, but bottom line, it's that my heart feels so much more open nowadays, like so much more. And I've always been a real like heart-centered person, with open arms, loving. But I wake up every day, like literally, like my heart has been like opened right up from the community, from just the humor and the authenticity of the group of new friends that I'm making, of all of you, like Liam, Toma, Tim, you guys, literally every one of you are amazing leaders, because you are there with us. You're not on this like top tier of anything. You're there engaging with the community, and you're doing the work yourselves as well. We're practicing what we preach. I feel loved, and I know, like, I always had that inside me, but until LMA, I don't know where you guys came from, but my God, I definitely needed this. I absolutely needed this. And I feel like I found a forever family.
Wow.
That really touches my heart. And
Beautiful.
Thank you, man.
It's LMA. Someone said before, LMA is not a one and done, it's a forever thing. And it truly is. Like, it's not a one and done, it's a forever thing. And I guess just wrapping up there today, like, what advice would you give to someone who does want to join LMA, who does want to change their life, but they're sitting on the fence about joining the program? What would you say to them from your heart?
I would say just like being skeptical isn't okay. That's a natural thing. But if you're on the fence, I feel like that's the place that you don't want to stay in too long, right? Just so make the decision, and if you and literally just make the decision. If you decide against it, that is okay. But just know that you will be welcomed with open arms by literally everybody that will see you and will engage with you. And it is exactly what you need. It's what I needed. You know, take my word for it. You don't have to, but yeah, I can honestly say that this will be a game changer for you. Your life will you will begin a new life. Like, you will be reborn. I can honestly say that, like a phoenix rising from the ashes.